Starting broadcast. Hey guys, Tank here. We are live. We have Troy in the house. Hi there, Troy.
Hey, Tank. Hey, everybody.
Now, a couple more people are going to jump in, and tonight we're going to be talking about. A couple more people are going to jump in, and
I see the live in the corner, so we're going live.
yeah, I know. Strange. Please stand by. I'm just trying to find a live stream to see if there's anybody online right now. Okay. Now that's good. Let's go back to my other video so I can see Troy.
People at the back for tipping and approaching.
Ah, come on! It's only one Thursday.
I know. Now I'm pretty much doing this full time right now. So you turn the wheel, and turn it into a hobby grade kit.
Yeah. Cool.
I detailed it and made it look like it wasn't brand new anymore. And then he put a dull coat over top of everything to seal it all in, and now it looks really good.
Nice.
He's still got a little Lego driver on there, though.
Lego driver.
Yeah.
I'm trying to change my camera, but I keep putting the wrong one.
I'm running this puppy a lot.
That's true. Last week after the RC talk, I actually put big tires on this thing. So I put that on Instagram and got a couple laugh out of it.
Funny because he had the front wheels on that he has on now, and he had the big fat rear ones on.
Yeah, and that
big carpet in the back. That's all totally up to you, man. I'll leave that. I'll do the outside. You do the inside.
Right. I wonder if you get.
And I mentioned to him because he said, "What do you guys think about this?" Because it was like a $250 Canadian or Australian, so it's around that much. And he says, "What do you think about it?" So I looked at it real quick and saw the frame of it, and I'll just go quickly to the back of it where it actually shows a motor. But it does have some good feature, like the servo is actually on the frame, so that's kind of good. Batteries in the front, that's kind of good. It's a C chassis, that's kind of good. Bumper looked good, but then when I got to the electronics, it was an all-in-one electronic.
Oh, that's bad.
That is bad. Mind you, when he got it, it was not. It was separate. The receiver and the ESC was actually separate, so it's kind of bonus for him. But what they advertised was not what really he got. So okay. That was this.
I had the RGT name caller.
Yeah, so that one for Canadian right now, it's $289. That's because of the Canadian dollar and all that. But that one has a different bumper on it, and that's the one that I saw on Amazon.ca. Amazon.com has different one, and on Amazon I could actually find this one, but best place I found it was on eBay. So, but there's different versions.
That new one they sell at Banggood or GearBest, one of the two, because I seen somebody that had this truck and they ended up making another body out of 3D printed parts for it, and the link to that truck, it was at $189, I believe it was, American.
Okay.
And that it was a link to either GearBest or Banggood.
Okay.
So you can find them there.
Cool. Mind you, what I told him on this truck was what do you think about it? I basically said stay away from it. Like, don't bother. Just because it's not that it's a new company, but I've never heard of them. You bought a truck from them, but I mean, it looked like too much of a clone, and there was too many things, and it doesn't even show or talk about the motor. And when he got it, it's a small 380 motor on there. It's not even a 540 can.
See, that's the thing too. Is the one that I had? It's got like three different names: RGT,
Yeah,
FTX, and another one. And it's supposed to be a 380 motor, and it's actually like a 290 or 270. It's really
right.
small. It's not what it says on the box.
Hmm.
At least the one
So
I got wasn't.
so that's one of them. I found that one from RGT also, and they had a couple different one that looks like this one, but it's actually different body, but it was the
Yeah,
same bumper and so on.
they have a Bronco body for it, and then they have another like a Land Cruiser type body for it.
Yeah. So this motor, like it's two. It says 390 RC 390, but
Small.
No,
yeah,
it is small. It's not a 380 or 390 like it's supposed to be.
but it's just crazy what's out there. Be careful, just buyers beware, and be careful of what you actually buy. That's why a lot of people they buy name brand. Yes, you do pay more, but you end up having the service and the quality behind it.
Yeah, well, with this one here, you'd have to switch out the electronics, so there's another added expense. If you wanted to put a proper size motor in it, there's another expense.
A bigger motor in it.
So just buy a sawback. And how much is a sawback right now? Give that a look.
I don't know what the sawback. Well, it was around the same price. I was looking for Canadian. It was closer to $300. Okay,
Nice. It looks good.
the GS02.
I like the tires.
So there's still a lot of plastic. It's a G made, but they seem to be made a lot of good options on it. All metal gear transmission and that. So Big Squid RC had a a good little write up on it. And then when I went to our C Mart, I found this that had more pictures on it, and it shows the back cage. So they did do some place for electronics. So it seems to be not bad. Batteries all the way in the front. They got cantilever shocks. That I find kind of cool. That what they have. It's going to be hard for you guys to see on the video, but I'll put the link in the comment.
When it's got that rear cage like that, is that what they call a honcho?
Yeah. Yes. It's a honcho type kind of truck.
Those shocks kind of look like the TRX4 shocks.
Those are probably the four. I don't know. I don't think they're that big. They have the 8 degree for turning, so it's going to be better for turning. So there's a lot of good things on this that's going to make it good for the truck. If I can,
Those drive shafts look like a MIP or a hot racing type.
Like the axles, they look nice.
Yeah.
yeah. So I made it a little bit bigger, so the cantilever shocks are there. The axles, yeah, they're not bad, and they're all metal inside. So
What is that around the pumpkin there? Is this a brace?
yeah, that's probably the brace for the top links. And looks like they got CVD kits. I don't know. They don't say if it's optional or what, but optional. I know that they have the two-speed high-low part. Off by default, I'm not sure. Off by default, I'm not sure if it's in high or if it's in low. It's probably in high by default. So there's I found this on our CMart, which was pretty good. And then also there's the sawback vehicles. What did I see here? Yeah, $299 US.
Has anyone used that RC Mart before? Because I just found they have those Tamiya dancing riders for
Okay.
$84.95 there.
Oh, that's a good price.
Yes, I've used RC Mart before and I never had any problems.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to find. There's the the cage one, because on the G-Made site, there is no info on the new one. They have the Komodo, they have a bunch of other ones. There's the R1, which I saw for the first time live last week here at my
I
place.
like that R1 rock
Yeah.
crawler.
I saw one here last week for the first time, and I was surprised. But
Yeah, it thinks like a little spider or something.
yeah, well, it's much bigger than I thought. It's much like when I see it like this, it doesn't seem to be that bad. But these axles are not as wide as a Wraith, but they're wider than an SCX10. So it was much bigger than I thought.
Looks
It's
decent.
small. It looks small, but it's much bigger than a Wraith. So I got surprised. So where on the G-Made site can I find the GS02 for now? So G-Made vehicles, that's all that's there. Cars and truck kit. Unless it's only in because it's new and it's not available yet. I don't know. But I tried finding it on their site and it wasn't there.
What's that one in the middle?
That's the Komodo.
No, above the Komodo.
This one is the GOM rock buggy. It's a GOM. It's the same thing as the other one, but it's a.
Oh, okay.
It's like the R10, the bomber. Sorry, the Axle bomber.
Yeah.
The guy here in Ottawa had one. He had it at Great Hobbies. Seemed to be not bad. Was a good weight on it and all that. And they have the new sawback, which is not that expensive. It's $2.99 for a sawback. So you Canadian, it's probably a little bit more, but like look at the price drop from $5.40 to $2.99. They're really trying to get rid of them.
What's the wheel dimension on that?
That one, it's pretty much close to the same as a SCX10. Because I have the body on my truck here. Length, width, the total length is 463 millimeter. Wheelbase is 287.
Not bad.
It's not a bad car. Mind you, I don't know if this one is on Leafs or Spring or Lynx. I think that one is still on oh no, it looks like that one's on Link now. Lynx. Because originally the sawback was only on springs. And it didn't perform that good. But now they've changed a lot of it. They put little roll bars at the back. They got like a door inner cage roll bar here. They got a roll bar for the front windshield. So they've changed a lot of little things. So it's kind of cool.
I like the flat fenders.
Yes. So that's the sawback. Now, here's the other one I saw.
Whoa. What was that?
This one from Cross RC is a beast. So if I go pre-order, they do have different prices for it.
8-wheel drive.
8-wheel drive, but it's all independent. This is crazy. I've seen some video when he was building it with the concept of it and when he started. But fully loaded, you'll see this one is $1,199. That price went down. It was more expensive.
Well, better put your order in.
Well, it was $1,400. It was $1,400 this morning when I checked. It's now down.
Huh, nice.
But the standard version and flagship version, this is the flagship version, which comes with all the extras. CNC machine, like there's a lot of there's the A-main support. This one is carbon or CNC machine. So when you go to the big flagship, it's all upgraded right away. So this thing is crazy on dirt. If you watch some of the videos on this thing, it's 8 wheels independent suspension and the 4 wheels in the front turn. It's just it's really neat.
What
It's very
motor is it?
I can't remember.
It's got a trailer hitch on it too, doesn't it, Tank?
Yes, it's got a trailer hitch for a big trailer, like a 5th wheel trailer. So that's very interesting. I always liked Crossed RC. They had problem with their transmission, but they fixed a lot of things. One I really liked was almost like mine, but this is an 8x8, the old military truck. I have a 6x6, but
the 6x6 is right next to it.
Yes. So I was very, very impressed. So if I go back now, this pickup truck kind of grayed out, but it's not discontinued. But one I really liked is this guy, and it's only $379. Like it's on sale also. This one would be nice. You guys, it's like a pickup truck, but it has a lot of nice little features on it. So go on the crossrcus.com and check that one out. But another one I saw, which was really interesting, is this guy, the Demon. Again, it's like a honcho.
Yeah, I've seen that one before. The Demon.
Yeah. So the Demon is very interesting because it has, I wish I could go bigger pictures like that. There we go. So it's got a cage. It's got like, it's really neat.
The dash is lit too on the top of the line one.
Yes. And you can have different options for the hood. The hood comes off and you can have either a false one or you can have a motor inside. Or you ask my buddy GCM, he'll make you a transmission for that. But like the interior, like very detailed.
What's up, Tony?
Tony.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
So the live stream wasn't streaming, right? The live stream wasn't streaming, right?
I was getting a lot of like errors and stuff with it.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
A lot of pinwheels. I think it was my internet, so I just had to reset all my internet and all that stuff. So finally, just moving upstairs after finally getting all that set up and working. So I was trying to track what you're doing, but it kept pinwheeling, and then I'd miss what you're talking about with the truck that Jack got and all that. So
okay,
that's all right.
Yeah.
I'll go back and watch what I missed.
To see, Jack did a review, but you'd have to go on the Facebook page, on his Facebook page, and he did a quick
I saw that.
review. So
I saw that he had a small motor, and he ended up getting a separated ESC receiver, which was bonus, I guess.
Yes.
Instead of the combined.
Yes.
What is
make that right now? So.
Yes. Remember, we got those trucks are like identical. We both got the freestyle braces on them and everything. And I looked for the sway bars, and CPE was the only place I seen with them too.
Yeah, and they're cheap. It's worth buying them. I mean, they're not much money at all. I just didn't have.
Talked about the sawback, and now the last one but least, TRX4 Sport.
Oh, the talk of the town.
Yes.
You talk about the G-Made bomb? Is that the one you talked about?
A little bit, yeah. We talked about G-Made bomb there. Where is it?
The honcho style with the lay-down shocks.
Yeah, this one. With the lay-down shocks at the back, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought I heard somebody mentioning that, the honcho look.
Yeah.
It looks sweet, though.
Yes, it does.
I think the bed's shorter, like smaller than the honcho.
Yeah, it does look a little shorter because the cab looks much longer. It is a king cab, so it might be shorter.
Yeah.
But like when you look at the way the chassis is and the way the shocks are, like I had zoomed in, and originally I was looking at the pictures, and it was kind of weird, but I'll put that link also. It looked like it were plastic bushings, and the gears didn't look in plastic, but it does right here, all metal gears are included. So
That's nice.
so that means you don't have to worry about upgrades for that for a little bit, anyways. And they have hardened carbon steel universal dry shafts also. So, but one that I'm interested a little bit more now is the Sport, the TRX Sport. For the simple reason is there's less toys in there now.
Yeah, it's more like a SCX10.
Yes, but with their wheelbase and their portal axle. What's that?
Is it stuck in high gear or low gear? Because they just went with one speed for this guy, right?
That is correct.
I'd say it's the low gear.
Maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's like a half-an-hour running video up on RC, whatever that magazine YouTube, but I haven't watched
RC
it.
Driver.
Yeah, RC Driver. I haven't watched it yet, though.
Yeah, he says we actually have it because that one guy did a whole video where he had like that fake box with the images taped all over it.
Oh, yeah?
I thought it was funny that like we actually have one.
Yeah, him and then Harley Designs also got one sent to him.
Yeah, well, he picked it up at the hobby store. He did tour. But the funny thing is, as soon as he gets it, he takes it apart, which was kind of neat. Like, he wanted to know, okay, what's in the tranny? What's in the tranny? Okay, all the metal gear there. And he was showing where all the gears usually are for the changing of the gears.
Oh, what channel is that?
That's Harley Designs.
Harley Designs.
Okay. He did the same thing with the TRX Sport. Took it apart and showed you the high gear, the low gear, the lock differentials, the unlock.
Well, he actually took He took the rear portals off also, and actually showed the portals and showed the gears inside the rear diff. He says, okay, everything is still metal. So he actually opened it up and did a proper review and saying, okay, the gears this is still like that. So
yeah, he called it his in-depth look.
Yeah.
TRX4 Sport.
Okay.
What I find funny, what he was. Sorry, go ahead.
Triple XRC did one as well, and I liked how he did.
Cool. One thing with Taxxas is one thing he was talking about is it's not a Ford, it's not a GM, it's not a Chevrolet, it's a Taxxas, the body. Because when you really look at the front, it looks like a front of a Slash.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that they went for a non-licensed body. I guess they were trying to keep the cost down as much as possible, so they don't have to pay Ford.
Yeah,
well, most people don't want it anyway, especially if it's ready to run. They want to be able to put their own stamp on it.
Well, that's
what it's smart.
That's what Harley was saying. He was saying that I don't care about the body. I'm just going to replace it anyways. Yeah. So,
well, that's why I bought the kit. Because I was like, well, you save some money and then you get to put whatever body you want on it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's some options that are stayed the same, like the bumper is still the same. They got some nice video. Go on the Taxxas website. This is all there. I'm not sure what they're talking about here. 1 inch difference compared to the other guy. Maybe a different tire, but they're saying it's 1 inch shorter than something, but it doesn't say what it is.
They said they're different tires. They said
it just looks like
it being a if it was to have the same clearance, they say you'd have to run a 2.2.
Yeah, because of the
okay. Yes, to have the same clearance because it's portal, you'd have to run bigger tires. Okay, yeah. I get it.
It's kind of a weird way of showing that.
Yes. Yeah. So there's a lot of neat details. Like what he was saying is it's nice now. You don't have all these servos in there. You only have one gear. So I can't wait to see what the price point is.
I mean, I understand why they made this, but I like all of it.
Shade on your windows if you want it.
Cool.
Windex is better.
Oh, Outback Jack is with us, the phantom guest.
Hey, guys.
How's it going, Jack?
Tony, there you go.
And you're not in the car today.
There you go. No, I'm not in the car today. I'm about to head out, though.
Oh, cool. And it looks like there's going to be options to put at the back also, like a ladder rack and some things like that. So that's
I love that. That makes it look awesome. I wish it came in the box with that rear utility stuff. That looks cool.
Yeah. But one thing he was saying that he liked about the body is it wasn't heavy like the other ones. But if you put this, it's going to make it heavy again.
Yeah.
But he was talking about how it looked like it was red cat-ish. And I was like, what is that supposed to mean? I like red cat.
Yeah.
I can see it, and the way they did on the body, it does look kind of red cattish, but
Yeah. So how tall you are? Do you have rulers? You can measure them?
Oh, no, it's somewhere one of my box. I've got a $30 refund, so yeah, we'll get your mess. So because once I took it out of the box, you know, like I said, everything was just 5 stars. The quality control's always been the same out of those countries. And there, Tony's videos in there when I did the interview with him. Jesus, going back nearly 3 years now already. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not a Nitro fan. Kyosho. It was a beast of a thing. Now I can't even find these. I tried looking for them online. I can't even find them. But yeah, that's my next RC. I think is I want to do something with a rally car.
Yeah. Well, Taxxas Rally are really nice, but they're expensive.
They are, yeah. The one I've got saved, it's Australian 459, I think it is.
That Mercedes.
Yes.
It's nice.
Did you see, Tank, the that white RC that looks like the Bruiser that's out now?
eBay?
Yeah. You saw that,
I've seen
Tank?
it.
Hey. Nope.
No. Well,
No, I did not.
I saw.
It's actually in my HGP4. I wonder how long before so you can get on eBay, Banggood, Alibaba.
What's the price there that you're seeing, Tony?
I'm not seeing a price because he's not linking to it. He's just saying where you can get it. Let me see. Sure, this video get a lot of hits though.
Mm.
215 at RC Mart. 2 pre-order. They call it Toyato.
Yeah, they spelled Toyota wrong.
Toyota.
Right.
Toyota.
I bet it's got Tamiya people drooling over it though. Good on pre-order.
The guy's video, he said, so if it's a direct knockoff with, it showed a overlanding trailer with the independent suspension like this.
Yeah, it looks good itself.
Yeah.
And just yeah.
With the bolt off,
yep.
We have a washer in the concave part of the lens.
Right.
And it'll show.
But if I have to see any drop bears, I'll have to travel out to the country. They're not in, you know, like, well, kangaroos around here, where I am, and kangaroos have come closer and closer into the city now. Where, yeah. But they're venturing into the closer to the suburbs now, which is past me a defensive kind of mode. And I didn't move until he went. She started going. I stayed there for a little bit, and I just want to move. So,
you know, if we get a couple of dogs chasing our cars, we can't feel bad now because you got foot kangaroos that come up on your RC.
Yeah, it's a bit hard. It's, you know, I could go down there. You know, I've done a few RCs down there. It's where I did the grate. Well, put the trucks on the grate and put it in slow motions down at that area. It's very hard because they keep moving around. You can't get them all the time, you know. If they see something coming towards them, they'll just jump away.
What the fuck?
You know. So, I mean, a guy I used to know, just 70, he did the drones and everything, the racing drones, and he was super. He used to go out where he works. He went, oh, yeah. But now it'd be good if I could bounce and
for them. And
Oh,
Oh, I was like, what happened to
say hello, Troy. Good to see him.
yeah, nice meeting you.
Yes, you Troy?
Go.
Later, guys.
Go.
Later, guys.
Try. My other vision was not coming on for some odd reason. Let me try again. There we go. Okay.
just checking out his goodbye.